and welcome back to everybody on Football Zone and to a weekend preview, previewing all of the Premier League games before the international break. But before that, we're going to do a quick recap of everything that's happened in Europe this week. And yeah, what a dramatic week it's been. Starting off with Aston Villa, that incredible result for them at home against Bayern Munich. If you need someone to score a goal coming off the bench, then just call John Duran. Incredible moment. The limbs for that goal were incredible, and yeah, really showed Villa can compete on the top table. The flashbacks from '83, and yeah, the memories, the limbs, the crowd, yeah, everything about it was spectacular. Liverpool also secured a comfortable win over Bologna, probably a more expected one on that night, and Arsenal a dominant win over PSG, really showcasing their credentials. And Man City, unsurprisingly, defeating Bratislava. And then in the secondary Europa tournaments, we had Tottenham getting a narrow win over for Brenkos, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. Manchester United, of course, the other main talking point, 3-3 draw against Porto. Questionable decisions by Ten Hag. Fernandes getting sent off again. Yeah, you really feel like that didn't do much to protect Ten Hag, really. And Chelsea getting a comfortable win. But moving on then to Palace against Liverpool in the Premier League action this week. And yeah, this is a game that I'm really intrigued about. Obviously, Palace have had a pretty tough start to the season, just a 3 points so far. I think they would have been hoping for more than that. Obviously, I think they are probably missing Elise quite a bit. But still, I think, they'd have hoped for better. Against the Liverpool side under Arne Slot, who started off really well, I'm going to say it will be a 2-0 win for Liverpool. Moving on into West Ham as they battled Ipswich at the London Stadium. And yeah, I think this is a game where West Ham really will be targeting a good result just to get them on track, really, after what's been a pretty tough start to the season, let's say, for them. So yeah, I'm going to say it will be a home win here. I really fancy West Ham to have probably a little too much for Ipswich and hopefully kickstart their season going into the second international break. But Ipswich, I don't think they've proven that they can't really be taken lightly. Man City take on Fulham at the Etihad, and I think Man City at home, I think, obviously it's probably going to be the hardest game of the season for any team, but a Fulham side who starts off really well, there's no reason why they can't come here with confidence. Obviously, they'll know they're going to be rank outsiders for this game, I think, as any team would be taking on the might of Manchester City. But, I think, they'll feel like they've got a chance, and this one it's going to create an interesting game. But I think City will probably have too much, but I'm going to say 2-0. Moving on into Leicester as they take on Brentford at the King Power. And yeah, this is another intriguing game. Leicester coming into it without a win so far this season, so they'll be really hoping for a result out of this one, you feel. But taking on a Bournemouth side who look really good in that win over Southampton, it's not going to be an easy game for them at all. But I think at home, these are the sort of games against teams that you probably expect to be in the lower half of the table that Leicester kind of have to be targeting. And I think they will do have the qualities to get a win here. I'm going to say it'll be 2-0 Leicester win. Moving on into Brentford as they take on Wolves. And yeah, this is another intriguing game. Brentford, they've had a pretty solid start to the season, I would say, without it being spectacular. But Wolves just a 1 point so far, really struggling so far under Gary O'Neill. And yeah, you feel like they need an uptick in results, really, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be a big game for both of these sides. And yeah, I feel like it's one that could go either way. But I think Brentford at home will probably feel optimistic heading into this one. I'm going to say 2-1 to the Bees. Moving on into Arsenal as they take on Southampton at the Emirates. And yeah, based on what we've seen from Southampton so far this season, you'd expect Arsenal to come away with a comfortable victory. I think you can say that about Arsenal against most teams in the league, to be honest, at the moment, maybe except for Man City. So yeah, it's going to be an incredibly tough game for Southampton, but I think they'll just be looking for a much better performance than the one that they gave us on Monday night against Bournemouth. But yeah, I think Arsenal will pick up a routine victory here, probably 3-0. Moving on into Everton as they take on Newcastle at Goodison Park. And yeah, this is another interesting game between these two sides. Of course, Everton, they're starting as signs now that they're starting to pick up, of course, after that really tough start to the season. Newcastle started off pretty strong, but since then it's been a bit up and down, I think it's fair to say, for Eddie Howe's side. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, this one, definitely, you feel like. But I think Newcastle probably will have enough here to get a win. I'm going to say 2-1. Moving on into Villa as they take on Manchester United at Villa Park. And yeah, Villa coming into this one, probably feeling pretty confident that they can get a result. You just see how ragged Eric Ten Hag's side look at the moment. Villa, of course, coming off that incredible night against Munich. So yeah, they'll be coming to this one, I think, feeling pretty confident. So yeah, it's going to be an intriguing match, this one. But I think Villa will have enough to get a win here. I'm going to say 2-0. Moving on into Chelsea against Forest at Stamford Bridge. And yeah, another interesting game, this one. I think Chelsea, at the moment, really showing signs of looking like a really good side under Endo Maresca. Obviously, Cole Palmer is the man that's producing at the moment. But I think Forest, so far, they've had a really decent away record. They've got a chance here if they can just stay in the game. Frustrate Chelsea, you never know. But I think at the moment, Chelsea probably will have a bit too much quality for them. I'm going to say 2-0. Moving on into the 4:30 game on Sunday. Brighton taking on Tottenham. And yeah, this is another interesting game. I think Brighton, though, coming into this one, I think both these teams really will probably fancy their chances. Tottenham have looked good, but Brighton as well at the moment have shown flashes. So yeah, I think it's one of those games that you feel could go either way. But I'm going to say, I think Tottenham still just have that little bit of added quality. So I'm going to say Spurs will nick the win. I think they've got some momentum, new wins in a row, 2-0. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe for our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.